life is a roll of the dice. So you might wanna open your eyes. If you blink then you'll miss it, cause we each got our limits. But even after the finish, the roll, the roll, the roll.
Previously on the Ironfist Institute. It's been a hectic day for our adventurers as they muddle their way through the final exam. What started off as an easy task to retrieve some fruit has descended into chaos as they battle plants, run from potential explosions, make their way over booby-trapped bridges, and then do whatever the hell it was they did in the well room. But now, with the end in sight and one final room to investigate, our merry band of weirdos may just face their toughest challenge yet. Will they survive and escape the final exam? Well, stay tuned to find out.
Timmy, with his short concentration span, has walked down the aisle, down this corridor, and he's trying to open this door.
Okay, try it again.
I keep getting a box come up saying Adam removes subcategories that I can't seem to clear. I don't know why it keeps coming up.
I've got my token trapped.
You okay there, Andrew?
Oh,
No.
goodness.
Oh,
Hang on, let me just. Let's
Thank
move
you.
on. And you've opened yours. Twim is a large room, circular room, with a large circular pool in the centre of it.
Pool party!
It's very much like but a
Oh.
diving pool. It looks like it goes down very deeply. And you can
Running
barely-
skill, run and jump.
hold on! I'm in front of the door. You can't just push past.
She's drunk, she can do what she wants.
I came down here while you were all distracted.
The power of the peach.
We'll leave Bex where she is at the moment. She will get there in just a moment.
4% Bex.
It's more like 60% Bex, actually.
Is it a Bex blue?
I have to back it up on my hard drive.
Ash, you know when when Martin said that Beck got drunk, did you just take that opportunity to crack open everything you have? Because there's method acting, and then there's I think what you've done is just go. I need an excuse to get very drunk tonight. Let's play Dungeons and Dragons.
I have recently discovered port as well, and I like it.
Timmy, as you're walking around, roll me a perception check, please. Just before you get there, you notice the pool seems to have movement in it before somebody suddenly dives in. As it, like there are sort of ripples and trails of ripples moving around in the pool. At which point somebody goes flying past, comes flying through the door, and launches herself into the pool.
Cannonball!
Can I attempt to run back and try and rugby tackle her from jumping in?
By all means, you can indeed try and intercept her as she comes through the door. You will have to do it at disadvantage because she's, from what I can understand, running
Okay.
like the clappers.
We're about to see whether or not a level 1 rogue can stop a monk. A drunk
Running
monk,
skill
but a monk.
I was going to say, in all fairness, outside of D&D, trying to control that one drunk friend when you're out is impossible.
Yeah.
So,
I wouldn't know. That's normally me, mate. Right.
first of all, Timmy, what is Timmy going to use to try and intercept and rugby tackle her?
Using sort of athletic and tumbling style skills, he's going to try and launch himself in the air and rugby tackle her as she jumps, and hopefully the momentum will take them to the side so that neither of them end in the water.
Yeah, so you're kind of aiming for where I've just highlighted.
Yeah.
So you're trying to rugby tackle from. I'm going to give you advantage because you are a feline type. Beck, what are you going to do to get yourself in that pool?
Running skill.
Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to roll your running skill, and Timmy can roll either of his skills at advantage.
Do I
Does
have
does Beck have a reduction
Yeah.
for being drunk? Or?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that. Is it disadvantage?
No, I'm giving you you don't get any advantage. Usually, I'd give you advantage because of your running skill.
Right.
You are just rolling a straight roll. He's rolling 2 rolls.
22.
Oh, God damn it.
Against the 14. So you actually tackle her just as she's about to sneak into the water, and land careering onto the floor there. So you haven't crumpled up in the wall or anything like that. You've done a perfect rugby tackle.
Cool.
Literally, as she was in the air, launching herself into the pool. At which point, so you two are prone, and at which point the water erupts, and a huge spout of water comes out of the water and forms into what seems like a serpent. Everybody roll for initiative. It's come up as a dopey water weird.
Was the happy water weird, the grumpy water weird, the sneezy water weird, were they all unavailable?
Yeah, they were busy.
Because this is a water elemental, not a dwarf.
Basically, this system, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Because it just takes a list of adjectives and rolls on it and picks that as its.
Oh, wonderful. Mind you, I'm prone, I suppose. Makes sense.
Do I have any penalty to what I rolled?
So you and Mishnin actually have +2 to your initiative.
+2.
Yes, being to have +2 initiative, -1 to hit, and +2 versus spells.
What's happening to me?
I was going to say there's an aura or something around Adri.
And all my permissions have been removed by a parent.
I've got
Guys, I have to go offline. My mum said so.
But
it's bedtime, isn't it?
Okay, so I've got everybody's rolled. Valdani.
I'm just going to try and fire a crossbow bolt at the. Actually, would I be able to see that from where I am?
How far is it? Let's have a look at your measure.
About 45 feet, 50 feet.
The problem you're going to have is that there is a wrestler and his love partner, sleeping partner, in the way. So I'm tempted to say that you're going to have to move closer to them to be able to shoot. If you
would I need to do the same to cast a spell?
Yeah, basically, because I'm imagining that Mordus is quite a bulky chappy, and he's also holding somebody in his arms. So yes,
I move
if you
25
move there,
feet up to there.
You now could easily just dodge round the side to either do a spell or a raised weapon.
I'll lift Mishnin out the way for you so you can see a bit better.
I don't, because this done this last time when I tried to roll from here. It just rolled damage rather than an actual hit.
Where are you using it from? The character sheet or from the display in the top left-hand corner?
I was just doing it from the display. Is it easier just from the character sheet?
Try it from the character sheet.
Thank you.
So roll.
That's better.
Oh, there we go. So 16 to hit.
Yes, indeed.
And then 8 damage.
So That hits and damages. So I can take that, and it takes full damage.
And
and
then
I've inserted. Yeah.
is Beck nearby?
She's prone on the floor just inside the room.
All right. Oh yeah, because I wouldn't have known what's sort of gone on around this way. Yeah, I'll just stay here then.
Okay. Do you want to end your round at the bottom of your combat round? That should say
Yes.
end.
Oh, that's
And now,
cool.
Beck, you are now in.
Oh, there's the purple spinny thing.
You'll get your spinny thing in a minute. Okay. I'm hoping
It
when
looks
it
like a
gets.
teleportation circle.
Yeah, I might have to change it. It's supposed to illuminate it so everybody knows whose turn it is, but it's kind of a little bit
Oh, yeah,
overpowering.
it's hard not to know whose turn it is.
Beck, what you're doing? You are presently prone, with somebody wrapped around your legs.
You literally can see spinny purple things in front of your eyes.
Your visibility is basically what you can see.
I'm just gonna push. You know what? When I said I wanted pussy, I didn't mean this. And I get up, and seeing this big worm thing, I'm gonna hop in. Do I want to do that? Oh, drunk, why not? I'm gonna hippity hoppity into the watery.
She drowns. Yeah.
Take out my sickle in one hand and try and slice the water.
Go for it. Let's try that.
Sure.
I heard a roll. Sickle 21, even with your minus one to hit. That strikes him.
Does it?
Does damage.
I'll go punch it.
Okay.
Damn it.
That is not as successful. You're probably fighting the second water weird that you're kind of imagining, and so you missed it.
I can see three, so I'm just gonna aim for the one in the middle.
So if you want to finish your round.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Adri, you've got your spinny thing. Again, if you want any attacks, you're going to have to move down to the rest of the bunch.
I shall move down. Can I move through these guys?
If you can, yes. You can move through, yeah.
You can if you can. And you won't if you can't.
I don't have my vision. Where's my token?
Is it not working?
What? It's going.
I've moved it for you, but I need to check on your.
Thank you.
Your permissions have gone.
Can't do anything.
I stood in front of everybody, and you're looking at it, going, "Wow, this is nice."
Can I was gonna.
But I'm looking good.
Dash
That's
over
what's
it.
important.
Dash over this way.
Okay. Why is it not moving for you?
Oh, it moves it and then it pings it back again.
Oh, then let me move you. Is that where you want it to be?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Right. Well, we got rid of your purple round you because it's now on mission.
Yay.
Oh, so you're not unconscious anyway? In my arms.
He's taking a nap.
But technically, yes, he is.
He's not. He's unconscious by his own choice.
Okay, if that's you finished, you might have press end round. Right, now it's my turn, and I have a target already in front of me. Thank you very much.
Go.
So he's going to basically try and constrict you. Well, I'm assuming that that will miss you, and it does.
Yup.
You're quite thankful about that. And
Yes.
that's him finished. Mordus.
Right. Still carrying mission.
Yeah.
I'm jumping into the water here.
With mission in your arm still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dunk him under the water to wake him up.
Okay. If you want to move yourself, I'll shift mission in for you.
From his voluntary unconsciousness.
Oh, I can move you. Is that where you wanted to go?
Aye. No, the one below that. One below that. Yeah,
Like that.
I was pushing missioning off to the side, but in the water, so that it was face down. To wake him up.
So he's in between you, slightly behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would that be my action?
No, I'm going to say that's your movement. You're just basically dropping him as you dive into the water.
Right, so I'm going to attempt to grapple.
How deep is the water, by the way?
Yeah. 40 foot.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that.
40 feet.
Does he get a strength save?
Strength or dexterity to try and beat that?
He fails. So you've got him grappled.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okie dokie. I have the grapple card out. She finished though.
I'll end turnage.
Timmy.
Alright, I'm going to get up. And then I'm going to move right into the corner of the room.
So movement.
I know this move.
Then I'm going to collide. Apparently, it says I'm going to collide with a wall, so I don't think there's a full square.
I don't think this.
Oh, yeah,
there
there you
isn't
go.
a full square there. Yeah.
Okay. And then I am going to take out my bow, and I'm going to fire an arrow at it.
Okay, you're going to shoot an arrow. Go for it. But you missed. Do you want to end your combat? Timmy?
Yeah, sure.
Sound
New
gets
round.
me every time.
Just make sure you're awake. Valdani, it's obviously a bit clearer around you now, so.
Yeah. So as a bonus action, I'm gonna shout over to Mordus Drew to give him bardic inspiration. Keep hold of the beast and we'll take it down.
Very well.
And then once I've done that, I will fire another shot.
That was Mordus you gave that to, wasn't it?
Mordus Drew, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, so glad that wasn't a 1.
Yeah, you're right. But it missed, strangely enough. I don't know if you guessed.
You're doing a great job, Mordus Drew. Now I'm going to shoot you in the back.
Beck.
I'm going to use my sickle.
Sickle time.
Woo! Actually, no. Yeah, I'll do that. Before, oops, didn't mean to do that. Before, can I move around to the other side to flank it?
Yeah. I'm assuming you've stayed in contact with it all the way around. So, yes.
Yep, it did not roll to hit for some reason. There we go.
That hits and also damages.
Hell yeah. Go punch it. 13?
Actually, you've rolled your modified is 14 and it hits.
Do I have a -1 because I'm drunk?
Oh, yes, well done. It still hits.
Hey.
Thank you for being honest with me. That's your attacks.
And that's it.
Yep. So end your turn, and then it's Adri. Got a purple.
So
Go ahead.
I would like to tie my rope to the handle of one of my.
Say again. I didn't catch anything after tie my rope to.
The handle of one of my daggers.
Right.
I want to be able to throw it and pull it back.
You're basically turning into Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
Get over here.
Get over here.
If you want to tie it off properly, that's going to take you 6 seconds.
Okay.
So next round you will be able to pull it back when you.
Unless you have not tying skills.
No, certainly not.
No.
No, she's not got tying skills.
Naughty. Right, Mission.
I take it Mission is currently underwater.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that whether you wanted to stay out asleep or not, you are definitely awake.
Yep, I'm panicking.
And possibly panicking, yes.
Do I need to roll anything to swim back up to the surface?
If you're just going to try and get back to the surface, no. You can move to the surface. That's not a problem.
Okay, he's going to swim back up and very quickly take his bag off and put that on the surface
on the
here,
edge.
on the edge. Just take a quick look in it to see if everything in the bag is okay, and then he'll swim back out around here to try and take a little swing at this dopey heathen. Is he flanking it with Beck on the other side?
Yes.
So can he get advantage on his quarterstaff?
He can, but he still gets a -1.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yes. So just to remind you guys, if you guys can draw a straight line between you and another person on the other side of a large or bigger target, then you still are to each other. So you rolled a third. That's actual.
I just rolled it twice to do the advantage.
Yeah. Well, the first one hits, so you can roll damage on the first one.
I'll just. What I should have done actually. Oh, I still haven't put my shield back on from before, but that's probably just as well because I don't think if he's swimming he'd be able to hold on to his shield.
No, I'm kind of imagining he's kind of floundering with his quarterstaff.
So
could he not use a shield as a tiny boat?
Flotation device. I thought he already had to.
No, he got rid of those.
I'm gonna go. I mean, I've got so many choices here of what damage to do for you, but they're all the same number. So
yeah.
Yes. So you struck him.
And that'll be my turn. I'll click on the thing. I just realised. And Dopey can have a wee shot himself.
Yes. So grappled creatures' speed becomes 0, and they can't benefit from any bonuses to its speed. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends if the effect grapples. It doesn't imply that he gets any disadvantages to try and attacking people.
No, he just can't move. That's it.
He can't move, which I hate to tell you this, but you know what the movement is on a what a weird
0.
Yeah, it can swim 60 though. But as you're all around it, it's going to. I'm going to roll a 6-sided dice to decide who he's going to try and attack. 1, 2 will be yourself, Mordas. 3, 4, Mishnin, and then 5, 6 the other side. Oh, it's Mishnin, the late arrival. He does hit you for 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Is
So
Mortis still grappling it, or does that not affect anything?
Just the speed. He can't move.
You can't move.
In
It's still
terms
attack.
of when you go to like minus health,
Yes.
my current max HP, if I was at full health, would be 7, but I'm currently at 6.
Yep.
So does a 12 just kill him, or would it have to be a 13 to kill him?
It has to be. So your maximum is 7.
Yes.
So it'd have to be -7.
Right, so I'm at minus
Oh my
6.
God.
That was close.
You're -6. That was close.
Thank you and good night.
Unconscious again.
Yeah.
Now
I
float
wanted
me.
to be unconscious anyway. Huh?
So basically, let me just inflict you with the.
Oh dear, that was like me last week when I got to -8. I'm on 9 hit points as maximum.
What he's going to do is he actually grapples you. So as he realizes you're dead, he just throws you over to the edge of the pool. Discards you.
Well, that's good. At least I'm not going to drown immediately.
No, absolutely. Mortis.
At least I can die on land.
So, I have power build, which means I don't know if does it put that up? Yeah. I'm one size larger when I'm determining carrying capacity. So I'm dragging him across to the edge, and I'm going to try and shove him out the water onto the
Onto the land.
ground. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Powerful. You count as one size larger when determining your carrying capacity. You're trying to make me work out how big this, how heavy this thing is, aren't you?
Aye.
Which is not something that they generally put in these things, because why would they think that anybody was going to lift them up and carry them around? For goodness
Who'd be
sake.
crazy enough to do that?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I'm going to say you need to do it's going to be a comparison, really. I think
Yeah.
it'll be strength against strength.
You also have Bardic Inspiration.
You are probably going to need it.
So strength, just strength checks, is it?
Yeah. So, yeah, ability checks. Oh,
Yeah, you're really going to need that Bardic Inspiration.
Do you like the Bardic Inspiration?
You're going to need it.
Get out.
As he leaves,
Get over there!
So shoving him onto the water. I can shove him.
oh, you're
5
trying to make
feet.
him prone. Well, to be quite honest with you, it's a bit difficult with a water weird because they're
Yeah.
kind of made of water.
Right,
There is
I'm
no
just-
physical form to them. But there is an interesting one for you. I don't know if I can send this, can I?
See that? I just moved that 1 square and it says I've exceeded my. I actually don't have any movement.
Have you got above all the players on the left-hand side? Have you got your name and then a person with number of feet?
Yes, it has.
And does it say 0 at the minute?
Yeah.
If you click into it, you can change it,
All right.
and then it should allow you to move.
It's for stopping the average Joe from changing it. But
Done.
I've just something in the chat, which you guys should be able to see.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Splosh. It just becomes a puddle.
It basically is a puddle. And it's
Of
dead.
tears.
Victory!
So that was you done. I will flick it quickly to Timmy. Timmy, have you got anything you wish to do?
Yeah, I'm going to go over to this chest. How far away is it? Because I've got something called feline agility, which allows me to move double speed while in combat, and then as an action, I can also do my movement as well.
Yeah, so it's like a dash, is it?
Wait.
It's kind of
Dash,
double
dead
movement
move.
and then action to move. Yeah,
Triple.
so I can do 90 feet. Can I get to the chest?
I would think so. You've got tape measure.
Yeah, it's only 45 feet. Yeah, cool. Yeah, obviously I'll avoid the
what?
water. I'm walking around, but
I think you should be. I think you should lose movement because you're so scared of water.
yeah, well, you're not the
Even
DM, are
though
you?
he's got 19.
And then I would like to check it for traps, please.
Okay, so roll a investigation.
7.
No, it seems to be clear of traps.
Cool. That's my actions.
Uh,
Is that my turn?
That's your actions. Finish your turn.
Cool.
Just to make sure everybody's awake. Valdani.
I'm gonna go running in. Apparently not though, because I've used all of my movement. So, oh no, wrong one.
I'll just move.
We're to run through the door, fly 25 feet into the air, and then drop
Yeah.
immediately right back down.
Cannonball!
Run into the room, not realise there's a small mushroom man on the floor, kick him, push him back into the water.
So I've seen Mordestrew kind of throw this sort of water snake sort of to this corner. I've come running in and realised that it's just like a big wet puddle now. Look at Mordestrew, look at the puddle, look back at Mordestrew, and then it's basically like he done for me. I'm just going to raise his hand as the winner.
As the winner.
Yeah.
That's nice of you.
I'm just
So
going to say,
that-
well done, big man.
Thank you. A worthy opponent indeed.
Beck.
Is Michigan still like dying on the side of the pool?
Yeah, I'm unconscious. If anyone's interested.
Oh,
You didn't
Uh,
say.
you never told us.
Could talk
I
to a
think he
fuck.
did. But,
Talk to a flipping
Remember-
horse, can't talk to a-
Remember when I quickly said, "Oh yeah, I nearly died"? Remember when I was talking about how if I'd taken 1 point more damage, I was just insta dead.
Oh, your character never told
Yeah.
us.
He's gone very quiet for some reason.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one-
sorry. He was a bit
Happy
busy with his
talking to the
broken
fish.
jaw.
to be fair, game, most people think you're just and unconscious from the drink.
Wake up. Wake up.
Timmy thinks Timmy thinks he's talking to unicorns.
I'm gonna head over here and make sure he's on the bank and not in the water.
He was actually thrown to the bank, so he is
Okay.
off.
Hey, the not gardener needs help. I think he's dead. All right, and I just poke him in the head.
Right, end your turn.
Does he need mouth to mouth?
See, that would have been better if he had stayed with that fruit from earlier.
Gosh, imagine giving him mouth to mouth if he still had a bit of fruit left in his mouth. Would it affect the person that did
They swallowed it.
it?
Adri, what are you doing?
Is that a chest?
Is that a chest? Well, what are we talking about? If you left click and hold on it,
Yes,
yes.
thank you, Ben.
If you look into the pool, you will notice at the bottom of it there is a chest.
Mordus, look, treasure.
Is that you finished, Adri?
Yeah, I'm just going to spend my turn convincing Mordus to go and get the treasure out of the chest.
Our mushroom friend needs help.
It's not as effective if you don't cartwheel.
I pirouette on the spot.
And then finish by pointing at the treasure.
Pointy toe at the treasure chest.
Over there.
Like dry synchronized swimming on your own.
So if that's you finished, Mishtin, would you like to roll a death save?
No, but I'll have to.
I'm doing it as the most sarcastic way I could possibly ask for it, really. Not aimed at you, of course.
Oh, thank God. Well, not great. For some reason, it's lost Foundry as a virtual tabletop. So I'll try and sort that out. I thought that rolled a 1. Luckily, it was just a 7.
Okay, I will believe you, and that is.
I will be able to provide you the footage later to prove it.
You rolled a 7.
Unedited, of course.
Yeah.
You rolled a 7 instead of a 1.
Yes.
That's still a fail, then, isn't it?
Yeah, but at least it's not
It's
critical.
a fail,
not
but
an
it's not. It's not a double fail.
Oh, right, I see what you mean.
At this stage, considering I've got an adventuring party that doesn't want to keep me alive, I'll take the little wins. It's not as bad as it could have been.
The little one will take the little one.
Okay, you finished your turn. If you'd like to finish.
Where can I click to just end life?
There should be a there should be an end life button just to the bottom right hand corner.
Modest, what are you doing?
I had the potion, health potion from the second room, so I'm going to give it to Mishnin. Pour it down his gob.
So, James, do you want to roll me 2d4 plus 2?
I would love to.
That's how much poison damage you take.
Yeah. So that's 9 points.
I don't know why that's rolled as the deluded treasure chest.
It's obviously deluded.
Weird.
You've been clicking on my treasure, and you've moved my treasure by the looks of it, or someone has.
I have done no such thing. I have the footage to prove it.
Well,
you're now dealing with Mishnin, not Forth.
Funny how it's the same roll as your death save as well.
Yeah.
So you are now alive, and with that amount of, that's your maximum healing, isn't it? You're up to your maximum. So you're back to normal.
Welcome back, buddy.
It's done 2d4, but it hasn't done the +2, is it?
No, I can do the maths for +2 myself.
Sure.
Down the bottom,
it is complex, but I just about figured it
out. Okay, cool. I've got a calculator.
To be fair, he doesn't need the 2 points because he hasn't got any more hit points at the moment.
Oh,
yeah. Just for those who don't know, at the bottom there is a plus and a minus next to the underneath the dice types, so you can create a complicated roll.
Ah, an advanced roll. Yeah, cool.
You could have clicked twice on the triangle and then twice on the plus.
I could have done that.
Cool.
And that
got it.
But let's not confuse things. You're back to normal. You're alive. And I can stop the battle because that's what I was waiting for, was somebody to flip in a row. You've missed it. And it did take a long time.
Mishnin is going to rush to his little satchel and reach inside, and he'll pull out what looks to be a soaking wet ferret, and he's just going to stroke it and say, "It's okay, little buddy. It's okay. It's okay." And he's just going to rock back and forth with it. I nearly lost my little friend. Nearly lost him.
Mordus looks over, shocked and saddened. He didn't know there was a ferret in your bag. I'm sorry.
It's okay. He's not very good at swimming, especially when he's trapped in leather.
Well, now I'm so confident with my trap checking abilities, I'm going to open this chest.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, two items. It doesn't tell me what they are until I loot them, I presume. Say it's anything else. So it says unidentified item.
We can deal with this in a minute because you guys are nearly finished. So
cool.
I know what you've got. So Yeah, you found a long sword and a long bow.
Nice. I'm going nowhere near the chest in the water.
That's fine. And you're going to scoot back round. Anybody
Yeah.
else going for the one at the bottom of the?
Yes.
Well,
After, yeah,
oh, you want to go?
yeah, after making sure missioning this ferret's fine, and hearing Adri shouting about the chest, Mordus will dive in straight to the bottom.
I love the way the NPC tokens when they're dead has a little chest on them as well to remind you to loot bodies.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm going to have a look at that actually, because I would argue that it would not be carrying any valuables. It's a piece of water.
Yeah.
So
You find some water.
Modest swims perfectly down to. Is Beck swimming with him? Bearing in mind that she's slightly alcoholicalized.
Hell yeah, gonna have a go.
Come with.
Do I need to do a check?
You need to do a check because it's 40 foot down. You can get down there. It's more a case of how long it takes you to get down there. Mordus has swimming, so he's passed his check. What sort of skill do you think you would use?
Acrobatic.
Acrobatics.
I'll use my running skill.
Run down the side of the wall.
That only works if you're on top of the water, and I only
Doing
I
the
only ever
running
knew
man
one
in
guy that
water.
could do that.
If I'm not allowed to do either of those, I have endurance.
I go for your endurance. Yeah, it takes you a bit longer than Mordus, and Mordus gets to the bottom first. What are you doing, Mordus? Are you grabbing the chest or are you opening the chest?
Yeah, I'll grab the whole chest. We'll take that.
Just bring it up.
Yeah.
Okay. So looking at your as Bet gets like 2/3 of the way down, you've got to the bottom, grabbed the chest, and are now coming back up faster.
Grab an edge. Blah blah blah.
Right, Chewbacca.
I don't have any water around me, so it's not gonna work.
There's just bubbles popping at the top of the pool with these sound effects in different orders.
Splish, 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 splish.
Wow, it's like we're there.
Yeah, thanks for that, James.
You're
Right.
welcome.
You get the chest to the surface. I think Beck's following behind, trying to get back up again. You put it to the side.
Yep.
Would you like to open it? Or do you want somebody else to open it for you?
Yes, someone else. Adri pointed it out. She can open it.
That's very nice of you. Is Adri still with us?
I got my
Yes.
prize of besting the beast. That was my prize.
Oh. The inconsiderate Chester chest now has acid condition.
Did somebody put that on the? How
think it's
did
been
it
hacked.
get acid? How did it get acid? Did somebody just pour acid on the chest or something? Because I didn't touch it, and now it's got acid condition. He's got it again. I
Is
don't
it
know.
me doing it when I'm trying to open it?
I think it might be.
Fire! Are you
Gotta
radioactive, Adri?
Are you
Might
double
be.
left clicking on it? Are you double
Might
left
be.
clicking on it, or are you
Okay.
right clicking and other things?
No. No, just double left clicking.
Let me just go ahead and make this a biohazard for you guys. Good luck opening that chest.
For some reason, it says split 13 ways.
Yeah, hang on a minute. I need to play with it.
Who
because,
else is here?
It's flying away!
Who's doing that?
That was me. I was being naughty.
Oh, look at that! It's worked.
Woo!
Ooh.
So, still in the loot for Adri, you'll notice there's some stuff still in there which you'll have to loot all for.
It's mine. Oh,
Mine.
Mine.
What'd you get? 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 What'd you get?
2 large yellow fruits.
Uh-oh.
What happens if I eat it?
So, who's eating their fruit?
Me.
Just, I'll send you a private message.
Ooh. Damn.
So for the next few hours, Beck sounds like she has just taken in a helium balloon.
Yeah, we had that last week. That's old news.
I don't.
She won't realise that until she speaks, presumably.
Yeah. Does she?
I don't even know how to do it.
You can do squeaky, can't you?
No.
That's it. You're getting there. You're getting there.
Just an octave higher.
Just go through your skills. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me.
And now, introducing James O'Neill as Ash's stunt double for helium effect.
Oh, hey guys, look at me! I'm Ash. I play Beck. Oh, I'm gonna run around and eat some fruit. Woohoo!
I do really not know what you're talking about.
I based my character on Forrest Gump because I sure do like running.
God, I'm hearing my voice in my head.
It's me, your inner demons. This is what happens when you drink.
With that, I'm assuming you're going to back to the main room.
Yeah.
So you're in various. If Adri would like to join the rest of you, I'm not sure if she's stuck or.
I'm trying.
She's doing cartwheels, so she's just a bit slower.
There is no like drunk condition. That's very sad.
Just poisoned, probably.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
I need
that's
to
more
find some
hungover.
more.
So when you try to move left, you move right.
Inverted controls.
So the corridor leads a short distance to a set of stairs, a ladder leading upwards.
I don't know about you guys, but I'd be keen for a little rest, perhaps, before we continue anywhere.
I think this is the end. We can rest once we leave.
Well, we don't know what's going to come next.
We will once we take the ladder.
If we go up that ladder and then get attacked by something creepy, we're going to be in a bad spot.
So
Don't
someone
worry,
peek,
I'll
someone
protect
peek through.
you. I'll peek through.
Someone,
What?
I'll peek through.
we're sending the drunk. We're sending the loud drunk girl to be stealthy and peek through.
Let's push her up. On you go.
When I climb, what do I see?
You see a trapdoor at the top.
If I like open up a bit and peek through, I'm being very quiet.
Don't you open that door.
You're kind of blinded by a lantern being held to you.
Is there like a person holding it?
Well, after a few minutes, you start to refocus because they've literally blinded you straight in the eye with it. And then behind it, you see another woman looking back at you, going, "Here, what are you doing in here? Get out!"
Hi, very nice lady. We almost died in here. What is this?
This is my cellar. Get out of my cellar.
Okay. guy, like I look back down, like, guys, there's a really angry lady.
You talks weird. What are you from? Get out of my cellar.
I think that means we need to move.
Yeah,
Oh.
get out.
What, back down or up and out?
Get out. Come on, get out of that hole. I told them school people not to put them one in our cellar. I'll be having a word with them the institute people.
I'm just going to kind of look back at everyone and go, I think this means we passed. And just start climbing up.
Go on, get yourselves up. Get up in the bar and I'll give you your piece of paper.
Mordus will wait for everyone to go up and then come out last.
So you basically, as you get up into the cellar, you realise it's full of old empty bottles, kegs. The one thing you notice very quickly is cold. It's like bitterly cold in there. And then she kind of waves you to the corner where there's a set of steps leading upwards. And basically, she leads you up. And as soon as she opens the door, you notice the heat again. And in there is a warm, crackling fire, a bar, tables and chairs. It's a typical tavern type environment, but it's warm again.
Oh, this is rather
And
cozy.
she shuffles you around the other side of the bar, and she puts you to a table in a corner, which is enough for the six of you to sit round. She basically brings over 6 tankards of ale, plonks them on the table, along with 6 tubes, basically scroll tubes. And she says, "Well, as you're here now, you can have the rooms that have been paid for the night. There's meals included for tonight and tomorrow morning. And I should welcome you to Bryn Shander."
To where?
Thank you, ma'am.
Bryn Shander. It's our town.
Is that your name, Bryn?
No, my name's Meg.
Oh, Meg Shander.
No, you fool.
Adam Sandler?
Are you one of those small fools, or just a big fool in small boots?
He's a big fool in small boots.
He's both.
I'll be honest, I have no. That's a much more philosophical question than I was expecting to get asked when we arrived here. I'm a big fish in a small pond.
He speaks to unicorns, you know.
I don't care. We don't have unicorns around here. You're up in the north, you fools. And what sort of clothing is this? You guys need to buy yourself some warm coats. You'll freeze your death outside.
How far north?
Well, there ain't much more north than where we are. If you can survive the cold outside, then maybe you could. But I don't think you'll survive, weakling southerner.
How cold is it?
I don't like you. I'm gonna just be upfront and say that right now. You've got a bit of lip to you, lassie.
Want some of my lip? I'll give you some of my lip.
Oh, I would like
after I give you a piece of my knuckle.
I would like it.
Oh, is that on the menu?
My knuckle or a pig's knuckle?
Gravy.
Your knuckle or a pig's knuckle? What's the difference? Am I right, fellas?
I must admit, after looking at all that horrible fruit, I could do with some meat.
Well, and she turns around and she whacks Mishkin over the head with one of the tankards.
How much damage?
15.
Games are
Hardy woman.
2 hit points just to get you going.
2.
Lovely.
Martin never needed a character sheet for this NPC until James.
I told you guys at the very beginning that Mission is very socially awkward. Right? Every NPC that we meet is going to need a backstory.
As you're sitting there, everybody roll me a perception check.
can instead of doing that, can Beck kind of try and attractively lean against the wall and say,
And fall.
no, and say, "Are you a beaver? 'Cause damn." To her, Beck.
At which point, the woman turns to you and goes, "What are you talking about, you weirdo?"
No, it was. Do you not get it?
And I was going to say, seeing Beck fail, like sort of starting to fail, could I use my additional skill of etiquette to kind of tell her how to properly address people from the north?
Oh, roll your etiquette. Let's see if you know anything about the north.
Oh, I was love hearing Ben say the North. It was like literally watching Winterfell.
North.
The north.
The North. The North
Well,
remembers.
Well.
Tutwall, you passed Tutwall.
The North at that wall.
Literally.
Yeah, north of Wall. Yes, so you can actually start to educate her in the terminology of the North. Those of you who scored over 10, so that's Mordus, Valdani, and Adri, you realise that the window panes in the tavern windows are frozen over.
And me.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, well, I was just hinting to those who'd rolled. Yes,
I
so
rolled
you
persuasion by mistake.
You notice they are completely frozen solid. They probably have a good inch or so of ice on the inside as well as the outside of the windows.
Wow, it's cold up here then.
Mordus looks out the window, wondering if he's home. He doesn't recognise the place though.
So, looking at the time and how you've developed, you guys will stop for tonight with you safely tucked away in a tavern in the town of Bryn Chanda, which is one of the 10 towns. Those who don't know where the 10 towns are, they are north of the spine of the world mountain range. You are basically in the Arctic North.
Skyrim.
Add even more cold than Skyrim.
Scotland?
Castle Black.
To be fair, we did say we were going up north.
You are all also leveling up.
Hey.
And now for a special behind-the-scenes look at the Ironfist Institute.
Guess who just rolled an absolute max?
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
To be fair, mission didn't need it.
Yeah,
Actually,
he did.
Oh,
how did
'cause
you?
I- 'cause
how
I-
did you
'cause
only
I
have
roll a-
7 hit... Hang on a sec, David. James, how did you only have 7 hit points?
I've got 1d8
your max
plus
number.
4, and I rolled a 3. 3 plus 4
At
is 7.
first level,
First level is your max.
level, it's max.
Excuse me?
So you should have had 12 hit points.
Have you got a James? Have you got a minus for Constitution?
No. I've got a plus 4.
You should have had
Plus 4.
12 hit.
So then you should have had 12 HP to start with.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Since when has that been a rule? Since when has that been the
minus
case?
Did you deduct some for age or something? Or lunacy?
I rolled a d8 and I got a 3, and I saw a plus 4 from Constitution, so I just set it at 7. I didn't realize you had max HP to start with.
Yeah, your maximum.
Said that. Yeah. So,
Alright, well, guess who's gone from 7 to 24?
Nice.
Martin, remember at the start when I sent you my character sheet and said, does this look okay? Did that not twig at that point? That you're dealing with an idiot that doesn't know how HP works?
I obviously thought to myself, no, James knows what he's doing.
Be all right.
You trust me far too much.
Well, after finally completing the final exam, our latest graduates of the Ironfist Institute find themselves in the northern tundras, in the town of Bryn Shander. Their adventure is only just beginning, so make sure to tune in next week to see how they survive the extreme cold and what dangers await them in this strange land. Also, a final note from Editor James here, make sure to take a look at our new tutorials so you don't make the same mistakes I made when creating a character. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next week.
Mordus arrived at the Institute after a long journey of escaping captors that forced him to fight in a pit for many years. He saw the Institute as a refuge and somewhere to hide out and lick his wounds. He had met many different people on his journey and in his time as a pit fighter, but he never expected to meet such a diverse group that he would grow to like being around so much. He found that everyone in his group had many talents to which he couldn't replicate, but noticed nobody was as athletically built as him, but closest to him in that respect was Beck. She seemed a very tough individual physically and respected her very much. He wasn't sure on the two sneaky ones though. The plant room in the final exam tested him somewhat, having to wrestle plants, but it was no achievement to brag about. The other rooms were out of his skill set, though he did save 2 people falling to their doom on a tiny bridge. Mordus was convinced he was the main component to opening the puzzle room door with the flashing lights. He thought just standing next to the door solved that puzzle. The final room he will never forget. After seeing his friend with the mushroom hat getting battered by a water demon in a large pool, he knew this was the challenge Mordus had been waiting for. Grappling the moist monstrosity, he managed with all his strength to throw it out of the pool of water, thus ending its life. Mordus did not know this was the effect it would have, but was pleased with his victory. Valdani came in and raised Mordus's arm in victory. At this moment, Mordus was in a happy place and with good people. He looked forward to what challenges he would find next with his new group of friends.
When you feel like there's a hole in your soul and you've got nowhere else to go, and you feel like you've been all on your own, well, she's calling you home. She's calling you home. Oh, 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 oh. She's calling you home. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, and home is where the heart is, and you keep yours fully guarded, but I know that mine is always with you. And you won't find no place safer, and there ain't no reservations at the Ironfist Institute.